All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports. Rich Walsh alongside Paul Zeise. A couple big winners today that are headed to Hershey in the PIAA football playoffs. 1A, Clairton lost a tight one to Farrell. Gateway lost in 5A. But the winners today, TJ wins 4A, Central Valley wins 3A, and Avonworth wins 2A to get to the state championship in Hershey. So congratulations to those last three teams, or all the teams for just getting there. You know, it's a great accomplishment just to get to this point. And now TJ, Central Valley, and Avonworth all have a chance to win a state championship after winning a Whitfield championship. Central Catholic plays tomorrow, and they also have an opportunity to get to Hershey to play for the 6A state championship.
So there's if Central wins tomorrow, there'll be four?
There'll be 4 teams.
Okay. Who are the ones that lost?
Gateway and Clairton.
Gateway, yeah. Who did Gateway? That's what I meant.
Yeah, Gateway played a team. I forget the name of the team because I was mispronouncing it all day. What is the name of the team that they played? They played some team.
Gateway. All right.
Yeah, they played this team.
One of our callers might be able to tell us.
Yeah, whoever this high school team is. What happened is Gateway had 3 touchdowns called back, I think. They also didn't have their best running back play, one of the best recruits in the country, Derek Davis, wearing a Penn State hat, by the way. And we have highlights of all these teams coming up. And Clairton lost because they turned the ball over 4 times inside the Farrell 10-yard line.
Well, but Farrell and Clairton are both similar, right?
Pretty good team,
They're both teams. They're both teams that have had a lot of success. So
so
there's no slouch losing there. I would be interested to know, was it an Erie team that beat Gateway, or?
Steve, do you have the name of the team? I was mispronouncing it. Yeah, Lampeter. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Lampeter. It's a combined city.
Right,
Lampeter's.
Yeah.
It's out in like Lancaster.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, good.
You know.
I was just interested who beat them.
No. That's who TJ beat.
Right.
Gateway lost to Archbishop Wood.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Gateway lost to Archbishop Wood. It was a team that's always in contention out there. So, TJ pounded that team.
44-2?
44-2.
What did it do?
And then Central Valley beat Bald Eagle.
Did Bill Cherpak take a knee just to make sure that the other team got points, or what happened?
No, I think they got 2 points at the end of the second half. So that was a big couple wins. So.
Well, I can see.
All right, let's go out to Joe in Penn Hills. What's up, Joe?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for calling, Joe.
Yeah, you guys, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Listen, I'm always wondering about Sullivan. Every time someone gets hurt on the first line or second line, Simon moves up, and he's a third or fourth liner. He hustles in the corners. Crosby was setting him up, never finishes. He started today because Russ got hurt. What does he have that he gets the right to be on that first line? Would somebody please help me out?
Look, Joe, I know that Crosby really likes him. Sullivan really likes him. His analytics are through the roof, even though he doesn't score. It's early in the season. They're just trying to win games. Unfortunately, they lost today by a score of 5-2 in Columbus. It's another set of back-to-backs for the Penguins. They're in Columbus tonight, in St. Louis tomorrow. But, I didn't think it was a surprising move today that Tristan Jarry got to start in net. He's riding a hot hand. Figured you'd maybe have your starting goalie play against the defending Stanley Cup champions tomorrow. I think that was the right move.
And plus, wasn't he playing better?
He was playing better. So, Columbus did all its damage in the second period. They scored right at the beginning.
Right. It's just, hockey is such a long season.
Big nights.
Play well here. Then, just 2 nights ago, the Penguins scored, 6 goals in the third period? It just happens. I honestly don't take a whole lot out of what happens in hockey from, October until about mid-February.
All right, let's go out to Mike in Charleroi. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Richie, thank you for taking my call again. I'm sorry I hung up on you last night.
Okay.
But I wanted to continue the conversation about Duck and Paul's reluctance to give the guy any credit. That's where we left off last evening.
You're going to get Paul fired up. I love it.
He has the pedigree. You didn't necessarily agree with the fact that he had a little bit of pedigree, but the guy passed for 14,500.
Yeah, but it was at Sanford. Come on.
69% completion.
I get it, but if you said it was at even like Penn State, Pitt, name a Power 5 team. How about if it was just at like Cincinnati? but we're talking about Sanford. I mean, look,
I
I don't want to disrespect Sanford at all. And he had
to the completion, he's past the yards. He's got to have something, and not to give the guy any credit whatsoever. And heading into the game, and Paul's all bent out of shape because of Duck Mania. The fans need something to get excited about.
The fans do need something to get excited about. But look, I don't want people to get disappointed out there when Duck throws 3 interceptions on Sunday and the Steelers lose this game, then all of a sudden Duck Mania is gone. I mean, look, I'm not disrespecting the guy. I think the guy can be a good game manager, can get him through a couple games here, Mike, but this isn't your answer at quarterback, not even close.
No, and I tell you, here's the thing. This thing about I don't give him credit, I'm just realistic. I think he's got a ceiling. I think he's good at what he does, and he's capable of making some plays.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's this, superstar, future, starting quarterback in the league. I think he's a nice story, and he'll bounce around the league for a long time because he's got a little bit of something. But that's about it.
Let's try not to get Paul fired up today. This is one of those nights. It's Black Friday. He had to deal with traffic. He had to deal with shopping. And, let's try to take it easy on Paul over here tonight. Let's go out to Will out in McKees Rocks. What's up, Will?
Hey, guys. Happy holidays to you.
Hey, thanks for calling.
I wanted to ask you both, what do you think are the main keys to victory for Pitt for tomorrow?
They got to score some points.
Yeah,
I mean, that's thanks a lot.
They stop the run. Oh, this damn chair broke. Hang on. They've got. I think that's funny. Anyway, what was it? Boston College. They got to stop the run. Number one. Number two, they've got, like Richie said, score some points. Boy, that offense is horrendous. And then you watch today. Virginia scored 39 against Virginia Tech?
Yeah.
Last week they looked like Virginia Tech looked like they were the purple people eaters.
I thought for sure Virginia Tech was going to win that game.
I did too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if I'd have told you, this morning, Virginia Tech was going to score 38?
Yeah, they'd win.
What was the final score?
I think it was 39-30.
Whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Something like that.
If you'd have told me that, if you said, hey, they're going to score 30, right?
Yeah, that they would win the game.
I'd say, okay, they're going to win.
100% agree with you.
I'd say they're going to win 30-14 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I look, it's Boston College, first of all. It's a team that they should win.
Right.
It's a game that they should win. They should get 8 wins. I always had that feeling that they were going to lose to Virginia Tech. It was kind of like almost like Miami last year, where you just felt like, this is a game that the Pitt needed to win. It was just one of those bad feelings I had. So I was kind of counting on them to lose to Virginia Tech, but I wasn't counting on that offense to score 0 points against Virginia Tech. And the offense has been so up and down this year, and I don't know what you do with that. I don't know if you open up the quarterback job next year. I doubt that Narduzzi will, but I mean, I think that's part of the problem is Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
He won't. He won't.
I mean, obviously he's not.
All right, we got to take a break. More phone calls about Pitt and the Steelers coming up next, so stay right there.